Screen Icons Remastered. Let's take a look at my favorite movie toys with a modern twist. Hey, I'm Richie923 and I'm on Geek Status. I know I said the last episode was the last of the Screen Icons tour, but in true movie fashion, we're gonna visit Screen Icons Remastered. So if you've been following my cinematic toy journey all throughout, you know that back in the early 80s, we had some awesome original action figures. And from time to time, we'll get some revisits, some modern revisits for some classics like Beetlejuice, Gremlins, but funny enough, Ghostbusters, especially the movies, and Back to the Future. We didn't have a lot of toys and merch as a kid. So going on from that, there are modern releases of some popular toys that I decided to dive into. And I decided to put them here in this classic looking bookshelf that I got from home. So it's a nice little reminder of what kind of collection I used to have as a kid and what it looked like compared to, like what I have now with the glass cases and all that. So this is what I call Screen Icons Remastered. Starting here with the T-Rex from Mattel, the Hammond collection, I believe. It's a nicely articulated figure. Has some awesome screen accurate features and details. And I saw it and I just had to have it for the collection. And then back here we have the Hasbro basic Megazord. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it's fully playable. And it kind of reminds me of the classic Megazord I had as a kid growing up. The one that didn't transform, but it was a very similar size. And I just feel like it'd be an awesome thing to add to the display over here. And matching up with the 5-inch Action Hero Red Ranger from the Bandai Super Mega Force line. Very basic figure, but classic in all of its features and all of its form. And then moving on to Star Wars Black Series Battle Droid, seen in its folded up formation. When I originally got the Battle Droid figure from the Episode 1 line, I was hoping to transform this one into its crouched docked mode, but unfortunately, even though it had pretty good articulation off the bat, it couldn't get into that form. But luckily Hasbro was able to get this mode in their 6-inch figure, so I have it here in its crouched form. And then moving on to Back to the Future. These are figures I would have loved to have as a kid, but we have the Super 7 reaction figures now here with 2015 Marty and Doc, and along with a 1:43 scale DeLorean over here. And then moving on to Bill and Ted, and a very awesomely screen accurate phone booth here, and some very awesomely screen accurate figures compared to what we got from Kenner back in the early 90s. Got the phone booth here with Rufus and Bill and Ted here. And unfortunately no Rufus for the figure line here. These are made by Incendium. Very nicely detailed figures. And they also went ahead and did Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, complete with death. And I love the little call out to the little electronic football playset they have here. And there we have the Bill and Ted collection from Incendium. And then moving on to Batman. Always wanted a nicely detailed and articulated Batman, so here we have the SH Figuarts Batman. And also waiting for an SH Figuarts Beetlejuice. To have both Michael Keaton characters here in their Figuarts form would be pretty dope. And then we have Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi version, hanging out here. This is the Hasbro Legends. And then moving on to more Star Wars Black Series, Darth Vader. Such an awesome, iconic character. And I just love this Black Series edition figure. And then back here we have Ghostface from NECA. Awesome detail. I love the fabric robe. And also from NECA, the T-800, the endoskeleton from Terminator. Awesome details, great articulation, and just an awesome bad guy to have here. Speaking of more bad guys, here we have Super Shredder, also from NECA, holding the famous TGRI ooze canister. Here he is, crouched in the back here. And then we have the Millennium Falcon from, I believe, the Micro Galaxy Squadron collection. Very similar to what we have with the Micro Machines Action Fleet, except now this one has lights and sounds and a little bit bigger scale, but in the same. But it's pretty much that toy in today's modern release. That completes some very modern version of some classic toys. And that was a look at Screen Icons Remastered. Like, subscribe, let's geek out in the comments. I'm Richie923, I'm on Geek Status, and I'll see you for the next one. And remember, own your passion.